On Interstate 20, about halfway between Shreveport and Monroe, Louisiana, that way. Exit 61, you can get off the freeway and go down about 10 miles and see where Bonnie and Clyde were shot to death. And that's what we're going to do this morning as we do something a little bit different here in Louisiana. I'm Indiana Jack, and we're having breakfast with Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde were two American criminals who traveled the United States with their gang during the Great Depression, robbing people and killing them when confronted or cornered. Their exploits during that time captured the attention of the American public during the Public Enemy era between 1931 and 1935. Though known today for their dozen or so bank robberies, the duo most often preferred to rob small stores or rural gas stations. The gang is believed to have killed at least 9 police officers and several civilians. The couple was eventually ambushed and killed by law officers near Salis, Louisiana. We're on 154 here in Louisiana, still, and we're just about a half a mile, if that, to the Bonnie and Clyde ambush site, which is right up here around the corner. And along the street up there, it said that it was a historical marker up here, and it was referring to what we're going to see. It was a morning much like this. When the cops opened up a half a dozen carbines and shot them. This is it. This is interesting. I like reading stuff like this, part of history. I've wanted to come here ever since I was a kid. When the movie first came out, when you're a kid, or these days, you hear about things from the movies. I was in 1st and 2nd grade when the original movie came out. And of course I couldn't see the movie because it was rated R, but I did see it later. But ever since then, just the interest of Bonnie and Clyde have always made me interested in them. And even though they were murderers and bank robbers, I guess this one on the left is the original marker. And the people that throw stuff on there and are taggers and stuff, they're the same people that are trolls on the internet that want to ruin it for everyone.
Private Alexander, Camp Casey, Korea, and you're watching Adventures in Trucking with Indiana Jack.
Bonnie and Clyde were ambushed and killed on May 23, 1934, on a rural road in Bienville Parish of Louisiana. The couple appeared in daylight in an automobile and were shot by a posse of 4 Texas officers: Frank Hammer, Bob Alcorn, Ted Hinton, and Henderson Jordan. The first thing a trucker is going to ask, can a truck get in here? Obviously a bobtail can, but a truck could fit in here. Only one, though, with a trailer. And then looking across the street, a tractor trailer could fit in there also. It would be blocking that fence or that driveway, but you could get in there for a few minutes. There's not really that much to see, but it's 10 miles off of 20 if you want to get a big rig in here. It's doable. The lawmen opened fire on Clyde and Bonnie while shooting a combined total of about 130 rounds. Officially, the parish coroner reported 17 separate entrance wounds on Clyde's body and 26 on Bonnie's, including several headshots on each. After the shooting, the officers inspected the vehicle and discovered an arsenal of weapons, including stolen automatic rifles, sawed-off semi-automatic shotguns, and assorted handguns. Bonnie and Clyde, together they would travel. 6 carbines opened up on them. Forgive the singing there, but I haven't thought of that song since I was in 1st and 2nd grade when that song came out around the movie time. Man, I'll have to look up and see if I can find that song on the internet and play it. Bonnie and Clyde, I don't even know who it was by, but I have not thought of that song since, 1965. It just came up to my mind. I don't even know the rest of the lyrics or the song. My best friend, his name is Steve, and as long as I've known him for 35 years, he's been called Wondering Steve as kind of a nickname, because he starts out sentences asking, I wonder if. And so keeping in that tradition, I wonder if buildings like this were what they were like back then. They were probably brand new and hustling and bustling with customers. In the case of this building, fascinating to me history. I'd love to go in it if I could. It was probably brand new then. Maybe it was a store. Maybe Bonnie and Clyde stopped there and got a soda or a cup of coffee, or maybe just a donut. I wonder. This is where the breakfast part comes in. Hey, if you like seeing things like this, pop culture, anything that a truck could go to or a trucker could see, things that relate to you and I on the highway, make sure you subscribe. As always, trucking is an adventure just like this one. Thanks for riding along with me. I'm Indiana Jack. Make sure you hit subscribe, like, and share this video if you like what you see here. Thanks for riding along.